In this lesson of diversity and interdependence of life, we will examine the trophic levels of a food web. In order to do so, we must define two terms, autotroph and heterotroph. You may have heard autotrophs referred to as producers, because they make their own food. They also rely on the sun to synthesize glucose. They include plants, algae, and certain photosynthetic bacteria. Whereas heterotrophs are dependent on complex organic substances for nutrition. They can't make their own food. They have to obtain it from other sources. So this is a picture of algae. You may have seen algae in your local pond or lake. It's considered an autotroph because it produces its own food. While all the other organisms that are on the right depend on the autotrophs for their source of energy. The first to eat are called the primary consumers. They're heterotrophs because they can't make their own food, they have to eat the autotrophs. The second trophic level is called the secondary consumer. It eats the primary consumers. The tertiary consumers, or third level consumers, get their energy from eating the secondary consumers. The quaternary consumers are called quaternary because they're the fourth eaters. They eat the tertiary consumers. And we can continue so on to the fifth level, and sixth level, and seventh level consumer. So if we take the food chain from the previous example and integrate it with other food chains that share its same ecosystem, we call it a food web. A food web is a complex of interrelated food chains in an ecological community.